I'm about to turn 25, and I don't want to be cliche and be like, I'm not where I want to be. But you know, the Lord was telling me about that I've been disobeying. Your girl can't do push-ups, or I can't do more than like 10 push-ups without getting out of breath. Like if I can't carry myself with my own weight, it's a problem. Definitely gonna be practicing that because I want to be able to have some kind of upper body strength. See, be about that 10th one. Done. So just left the gym. I'm about to turn 25, and I don't want to be cliche and be like, I'm not where I want to be. But you know, there's some areas. And not in the sense of like materialistic things, but in the context of mindset and habits. Should I stretch or eat the mandarin first? Let's stretch. I feel like that's a smarter. Some of the habits that I like really want to break, and it's not even like habits, it's characteristics. Two of the characteristics that I've been like really struggling with or three I guess, is laziness, stubbornness, and lack of discipline. Every year I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get better, and I'd have like these like random boosts of motivation and ambition of me saying I'm gonna get my life together and I'm gonna change and After 2-3 weeks, no change. I may have had like two good weeks, then I have a struggling week, and then I just stop because something happens, or I just am too tired, or I go on vacation, or that'll get you going on a vacation and mess up everything. Or not even like a serious like week-long vacation, I'm talking like a weekend, or like even just a sleepover, mess it up completely. Now that it's affecting more relationships, like now that I have a business, I can't just be lazy and just sleep in for however long that I want to sleep in. I need to eat something before I go and take a shower. So I got a mandarin. So last night, got home, got some work done, cleaned my room, changed my sheets, literally just started with fresh, and I took my Bible and I read the book of Jonah because I was watching Ariana on Instagram is Ariana Josephine, but then on YouTube I think she goes by Ariana Cosi. I don't know. Anyways, one of her girl chats she just posted was about disobedience. Oh, yeah. You ever get that when you eat in a minute, and so your jaw is just like, yeah. She did a girl chat about disobedience, and I was like, huh, way to be on time, because one of the things that the Lord was telling me about is that I've been disobeying by not creating structure, not doing the things that He's called me to do, working in every single ministry, and working in my ministry and my business and in my personal branding. That's all that He's called me to do. Those two things. And I choose sleep and scrolling on Instagram instead of posting on Instagram. And so this past week, I started waking up at 8 a.m. and it was good. But I was realizing, I was like, I'm still tired. It's not working. And then I started waking up at 6 o'clock because of situations. And I felt so much better waking up at 6 o'clock than I did at 8 a.m. I was like, so why am I getting up at 8 a.m. if I have a better getting up at 6 a.m.? So last night, I went through and reviewed what all worked for me. I wrote out the person that I want to be, and prayed about it. And I was like, these are the specific things that I want to work on before I turn 25. Like at 25, I want to not implement, but be a character of this type of person. And the 5 words were faithful, intentional, disciplined, diligent, and excellent. Those 5 words, I want to be intentional about my posture. Those 5 words I want to be intentional about, and being that person, embodying a person of faithfulness. A faithfulness to the Lord, a faithfulness to my work, a faithfulness to my relationships, a faithfulness to who I am. Like, I don't want to seem like a wavering person in any area of my life, but specifically with God, because I'm like, God is a faithful God, so why am I distancing myself because I'm lazy or allowing other things to distance myself? Like, I need to be faithful to the Lord no matter what. Number 2, diligent. I'm still learning what that word means, honestly. Like, I've read in other translations of the Bible that diligent means like being careful. Wheel of Time is coming out this Thursday. Diligent definition: having or showing care and what's a big word? What is this? Conscientiousness. Okay, hang on. Having or showing care and conscientiousness in one's work or duties. Now let's find out what conscientiousness means. The quality of wishing to do one's work or duty well and thoroughly. So, being diligent is having or showing care and the quality of wishing to do one's work well and thoroughly. Okay, so being diligent is having or showing care and wishing and doing a thorough and well job in my work or duties. I'm glad to know that now. So I want to be diligent, and that's kind of like where diligence and excellence goes, because excellence is it being the best of my hands, it being the best. I guess those two goes together, because it's like with diligence, it's about doing it thoroughly. It's about having care and wanting to really just make sure that it looks good because it has your name on it, type of thing. And excellence is like it being the best of the best, no matter if it's your first time doing it or your 20th time doing it. Like, it's excellent because it's your best of the best. Like, I want to have the #1 media agency in Houston. I can't have the #1 media agency in Houston if I'm just doing good enough. And then the other word is discipline. I have lacked discipline so long in my life that I'm like, I don't even know what discipline means. No, I know what discipline means, but I don't know how to implement it. And so now I'm just like, okay, the first way that I can implement discipline is praying and having a schedule. As much as I don't want to do both of those things, like, yeah, I'll be honest, I don't like praying all the time. And not praying in the sense of like talking to God, because I like talking to God. But when I say praying, I'm like intentionally sitting down on my knees, specifically on my knees, and praying. That I don't like doing, especially at night. And I'm trying to shift my mindset and being disciplined, because you have to have discipline in the Lord and reading his word. It's not easy just going to God all the time. So having that discipline and that structure of like, okay, this is the time that I'm setting to seek the Lord and to read his word and to pray on my knees. So that's something I want to implement. And then the last one is intentionality. I want to be intentional about everything that I do, intentional about the relationships that I have with people, intentional about the work that I do. And I guess that goes with diligence. So all of those words literally come together in their own manner. So I just want to be that person. And all of it goes with the verse that says, as unto the Lord. That's all I know from that verse, is as unto the Lord. Colossians 3:22 through 25, or really just 23 and 24, but I'm gonna read 2 and 2 as well. Bondservants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in sincerity of heart and fearing God. And whatever you do, do it heartily, as the King James Version says, as unto the Lord. But in whatever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. That's the pillar scripture of these next 2 months and 6 days. It's March 10th. I have 2 months and 6 days until I turn 25. Every single day is going to be as unto the Lord. Every single day is going to be a day of faithfulness, a day of discipline, a day of diligence, a day of excellence, and a day of intentionality in all that I do. And I'm not going to be so focused on, oh, but will I get sleep, or will I be this? I'm shifting my mind. I'm shifting my thought process. I'm shifting the way that I think, the way that I walk, the way that I rest. Because my rest is not sleep. My rest is in the Lord. And I want to do all things in the Lord. I want to trust in the Lord with my whole heart. I want to seek the Lord first. I want to rest in the Lord. I want to hope in the Lord. Everything that I do, I want it to be in the Lord.
What you doing while you praising like that? I'm packing. What you doing while you studying like that?
It's not technically right now, but it is something that I do want to work on. Is like when I said like I want to embody like all of those things. I also want to like be more confident in like my skin. And not in the sense of like, oh, like she doesn't think she's pretty. No, in the sense of moisturization. Like, I feel like I can up my skincare routine and specifically my body care. Those two things. I want to smell good whenever I'm walking anywhere. I want to, I think I just want to become a woman. Starting out with the body care, I'm going to, because I have soap. I need to get some more Dial soap because that's like body cleaning. That's a cleaning soap, and then like stuff like this is like a body wash you put on top. I did my research. I'm in my Jackie Aina bag, okay? That's what I want to be in. I want to be in the lavishly Jackie era. So I'm hosting my first influencer event tonight. It's like an influencer mixer. Got some games planned. So I'm like guess the song and BS, and then like having like this as like the photo shoot station type thing. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited. I got on a New York fit, the sweatshirt from them. Hat is Blue Bus Vintage. So yeah, I'm excited.
She's supposed to get banned again on April 5th.